Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, ich schau mal Journal nach. The Secret of Creation. Mhm. Das letzte Kapitel, das ich dir machen kann. Dafür ist das auch das letzte Kapitel. Dangerous Knowledge. Das kann ich nicht machen. Mhm. Das ist Banner of Nightmares, der Way to Healer. Mhm. Back. In the Gloomy Worlds. Mhm. Da bin ich ja gerade dabei. Fein Mutzerfahren muss ich machen. More than nothing. Serve the Riddles in the Nameless Rune. Mhm. All regions of the world round. The Sit of the Past. Ja. Okay. So viel zu dem, was ich da gerade alles machen kann. Gut. Dann schaue ich mal, dass ich dadurch komme. Und dann würde ich sagen... Dressen, yep. Hi. Mal sehen, was passiert, wenn ich hier jetzt rausgehe. Okay, da unten komme ich zur Midnight Fane. Was macht der da? Der lootet. Okay. Ich glaube, ich sollte dem mal hinterher. Aber erst nachdem ich hier gelootet habe. Mal sehen, was jetzt passiert. Oh, sieht nur mäßig optimal aus hier. Hi, unangenehm gerade. Das wollte ich jetzt gerade nicht gehen, aber na gut. Alter, minus 8 Level auf Sealer ist sehr unangenehm. Uff. Das ist sehr, sehr unangenehm. Einmal hier bitte schnell heilen. Die ist schon mal nicht so ganz optimal, was hier abgeht. Da kann ich aber noch looten. Menü. Ich wollte jetzt eigentlich ganz gerne rasten. Hi. Hold that, state your names and... Commander, I bloody knew it. I told them you would come. I've got some winnings to collect. So it was the second I saw you. I donate your share to the treasure. I'll survive the stuff. Mhm. Einmal ein Scout Patrol. Mhm. Okay. Hi. They have it commanded our temporary camp. It's mhm. So, das Problem. Mhm. Aha. Is it from where do you think he went? Aha. Okay. Kann ich hier jetzt irgendwo rasten? Das würde ich nämlich ganz angenehm finden, wenn ich jetzt irgendwo rasten könnte. Ja, ist ein... Ja, komm, egal. Ich mach mal. Toll.
I can't get that tune out of my head. Damn tavern songs.
Schön. Mhm. Es reicht offenbar nicht aus, damit ich mich komplett heilen kann, aber na gut. So, Journal. Dann schauen wir mal. Meet the one-eyed devil in the tavern. Meet Hiller in the dungeons. Talk to the storyteller. Mhm. Stay to find out some... Strike the bell of mercy. Bell of mercy has long since fallen into disuse. It's time... Mhm. Ein Mutzer von, wenn wir Menschen sind, mhm. Perhaps Captain Sei... Find Captain Seikind, mhm. Aber ich denke, als allererstes muss ich das hier machen. Strike the Bell of Mercy. Wo ist die Bell of Mercy? Zedella, Hall, Prison, Barracks. Ah. Ist die hier drin, die Bell of Mercy? Sieht nicht danach aus. Dort komme ich nicht weiter. Da komme ich auch nicht durch. Gut, das heißt, hier kann ich nichts machen. Look, it's the commander. Mhm. Ah, da oben ist die Bell of Mercy. Da sollte ich vielleicht hin. Like now we are sure to Dresden. Mhm. Dann sollte ich mal die machen. Ah, ich kann... Jo, sehr schön, gedebufft. Das ist schon mal ganz gut tatsächlich hier. Aha.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
This strike, my masterpiece.
Mhm. Gut, Leather Armor. Mhm. Oh. Auch ganz nett. Hm. Jupp.
Amor.
Sieht ein bisschen ungünstig aus bei denen. Aus dem Baracken bin ich rausgekommen, das heißt, da brauche ich nicht weiter. Hi. Du hast ein Mhm. Ich sehe nicht, wer da jetzt ist gerade. Oh. Interessant.
This will be quick.
Okay, Minago und Staunton wieder. Hi. Sehr interessant, dass die beiden da wieder... Hi. Okay. Und einer was hat aber Ziel gern. Mhm. Wir werden es mit Downfall. Mhm. Come back to life. My rage was too strong. Mhm. 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 Okay. Gut. Noch Gem, Potion of Fox Cunning. Work Sword Sword. Heavy Shield. Komm. Dum 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 dum. Wisdom. Das ist 4 Strength und Constitution. Mhm. Was hier?
I do what I must.
Aha.
Gut.
I'm gone.
Oh, das ist noch mehr Loot. Shirt. Mhm. Mal sehen, was da... Animal Hide. Rope of Fire. Whenever the world casts a spell with fire descriptor, it's safe. Das ist ganz nett. Hier komme ich gerade nicht rein, oder? Nee, da muss ich schauen, dass ich irgendwie außen rum komme.
We do it my way.
Mhm. So, einmal hier in den Dungeon. Zur Taverne muss ich noch.
Yet another obstacle.
Mind over muscle. Don't hold
Kubus
back.
Butcher. Konzentriere ich mal lieber.
I am your end.
So, hi. The body of a function.
Follow if you dare.
So. Prison. Halo, You bet.
I'm off. Interesting.
So, ansonsten hier noch irgendwas, was ich looten
I
kann
do
oder
what I
dergleichen.
must.
Da ist noch was. Gut. So. Lockpick.
A trivial task.
Okay, vielleicht sollte ich...
Ah, a test of my abilities.
Boah. Wenn das nur die sind, die... Ja, problematischer schon, aber...
This wound, my gift to you. This strike, my masterpiece. I'm gone.
Something over there.
Komm. Looten.
A trivial task. We do it my way.
Have Mother Tavern. Ah, Magic Essence, sehr schön.
Follow if you dare.
Loot. Jupp, mach ich mal.
You need to take better care of
Damit
yourself,
sind die ein bisschen
Amber.
fitter wieder.
But then I'll be less able to take care of other people.
Oh, Amber. Du bist knuffig. Nope, da ist... Ah, da ist noch was. Gut, sehr schön. Dann raus. warten. Ja, dann schaue ich doch mal nach. Okay, talk to the storyteller muss ich dann jetzt als nächstes. Das heißt, ich sollte schauen, dass ich hier in die Richtung gehe. Richtung Zitadelle.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Inheritor, guide!
Hi. Nicht gut. Komm, erstmal den Marrow-Lifter. Hoffe ich. Ach, egal. Hauptsache beide sind tot. Der Rest. Hier oben irgendwas? Nope. Sehr schön. Okay, hi. The red is down to it.
Their life ends here.
Hi. Aua.
This wound, my gift
Sehr, sehr
to you.
unangenehm.
This strike, my masterpiece.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your
Das war
eyes.
ein bisschen unangenehmer, die Aktion hier. Ich denke, ich speichere mal kurz, bevor ich da oben weiter hochgehe. Hi.
I'm on.
Okay, da kann ich nichts machen. Aber hier kann ich looten.
That was easy.
Ist diese, mhm. Ist the place sound zu mir. I don't know where you are now. Are you even still alive? I don't know what to do, but I'm a queen. I must act. I don't know why I'm even writing that. You are unlikely to give me guy free. Oh. Was geht jetzt ab? Also das Soundtrack ist schon mal episch. Hi. we are not done for. Here comes the commander kit. So commander, do you like what you see? You have arrived. And scream Phelps, I trust. Frenchman Rottemann. Legend Riffig Park. Wieso kann ich jetzt auf einmal... Wieso kann ich da auf einmal mehr von den Sachen machen? Wieso hatte ich da eben so komische Möglichkeiten, die mich gerade etwas irritiert haben? Ich bin noch nur Tricks, also wieso hätte ich die anderen machen können? Klappt doch mal ganz gut, würde ich sagen. Feuerwerk, Feuerwerk! Kriege ich dadurch noch ein mythisches Level ab? Okay, dann wäre schon fertig. Was geht da ab? What the heck? Das kann aber das Broken and so empfangen. No, I saw you stand begins to glow.
Knight Commander, at last we meet. Rise. I have not come here to receive homage. I suppose you're asking yourself why I am here. Gods must not interfere directly in the affairs of mortals. But what is happening here, in the World Wound, is no longer the concern of mortals alone.
Okay.
And this is proof. This fortress has witnessed so many horrors and miracles. It makes me wonder how it still stands. The power that lives in you is alluring, unhinged, and can break the laws of reality itself. It is dangerous. You have secured another victory. But in exchange, you have let your followers fall into the grip of insanity. Is this truly your path? Do you really hope to prevail over chaos with more chaos? But I did not come here to reproach you, or to bewail the fate of the unfortunate defenders of Drezen. I wish to stop the forces of evil and defend Golarion, both from Daskari's violent rage and from Nocticula's insidiousness. But that is not my only goal. I have come here to restore justice, for justice is the birthright of all. That's why I hail you as a heroine who has triumphed over the demons many times. At the same time, I grieve for you, as for a soul that is caught in a web of demonic deceit and villainy.
Wünsche ich mir und mein Crusades und alle.
I have come to help you.
Okay.
In that moment, when my poor herald was being torn apart by monsters, he found the strength to send me a message about what he had learned in the Abyss. You were in Illusionera, where you spoke with the Lady in Shadow and the Architect of the World Wound. They confessed what they had done to you, but they did not reveal the whole truth. Both you and this unfortunate world will have to pay dearly for the power that they so generously bestowed upon you. But all is not yet lost. That is why I have come.
in the flesh, standing beside her, du Wardish, who stares. Hi.
Who here has been taking my name in vain? Ah, it's you, the Inheritor. What's this? Our worst fears have come to pass. The gods are flocking to Galarian. This merry little tinderbox could ignite at any moment, reducing the material plane to dust.
I did not come here to fight.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were good for anything else. Forgive me, that was unfair of me. Judging by your successes over the last 100 years, fighting is not your forte. After all, the wound is still there, as far as I know. So why are you here? If you have come to meddle in my affairs, don't expect me simply to stand aside.
The two of us will be more than enough. Listen to what I have to tell you. If she wishes to be present for this conversation, so much the better.
Interessant.
Do you hear me, Nocticula? You and your servant are under no obligation to leave. I have come here to shed the light of truth. Let us see if you both can withstand its merciless radiance. I cannot change the flow of mortal history by force. After all, the world wound is their doing, although committed at the behest of the Abyss. But sometimes force is unnecessary, and truthful words are all it takes.
The goddess who was mortal not so long ago is eager to judge us for our sins now. My sin, to be precise. What lies behind your eagerness, proud Iomade? Righteous wrath? Or perhaps fear? Watch out. A simple mortal woman has learned how to grant powers to others. Powers which are beyond the wildest dreams of many Imperial lords. This must be stopped, forbidden, taken away immediately. After all, what need will we have for all these arrogant gods once we become their equals?
Silence. It is impolite to interrupt your elders. But you know, Inheritor, she does have a point. What are you going to do now? Break my weapon, which has made so many victories possible, and only because she received that weapon from my profane hands, and the entire affair must therefore be profane also? What real reasons do you have, save those born of your envy, your capriciousness, and your suspicions?
My reasons are quite real, as you well know. That is why you appeared here in such haste, is it not? You have woven a delicate lace of half-truths, Nocticula. From you and your servant, the Knight Commander has learned that she is bound to the world wound, that she is slowly dying because of its influence, and that she is yet capable of closing it. But you withheld a crucial piece of information. You never told her that closing the wound won't save her from death. For this lock will destroy the key to which it is bound. The one who closes the world wound will die along with it.
That is true. I tried to tell you back in Illusionera, but I was not allowed to. It is an unavoidable consequence of this process. To stitch two planes together as I have stitched Galarian and the Abyss, the soul of a mortal must be woven with the essence of the Abyss. To undo this seam, the original soul, the key, must be ripped apart. No one could survive such a process.
It is true. Now do you see the perils of accepting a demonic gift? No matter how much power the Abyss gives you, that power will always be tainted by lies and misfortune. This is the justice I promised you. The right to know the whole truth, and not to be a plaything in the hands of abyssal spawn.
Trying, you say? I successfully hid the truth from you for as long as I deemed necessary. Are you expecting me to explain myself? My goal is to close the world wound, not to grant you a happily ever after.
You will live.
You will lose everything that makes life worth living.
You will spoil a brilliant endeavor and destroy the lives of thousands of mortals who will be devoured by the legions of demons coming from the abyss. Aside from that, you won't do anything extraordinary at all. Oh, how noble. For a brief moment, I even felt some regret that we demons are incapable of such lovely feelings. You see now, Inheritor, my little protege has more nobility in her than you expected. Shame on you.
This nobility is exactly why I came here. To help the Knight Commander learn the truth, and to show her that she has been used. Besides, I do not believe that you have been acting for selfless reasons, Lady in Shadow. Honesty and nobility have never counted among your virtues. You own the main source of Nahindrian crystals, and your servant Arilu has learned how to break the laws of the universe with their help. Can it be that the ruler of darkness and mistress of assassins has not conceived a way to use this formidable gift for her own benefit?
Accusations, suspicions, all completely hollow, just like your bright-eyed pretty little head. It's a pity you inherited Eridan's sword, but not his sharp mind. I have but one goal now, to stop the armies of that lecherous billy goat and that gluttonous bug from strutting around my domain as if it were their own. I don't give a fig whether it will help mortals or hurt them. If the enemy of your enemy makes you a mutually beneficial proposition, you would have to be a complete idiot to say no.
Arilu has planted a piece of the abyss itself in your soul. The only thing that can cleanse the soul of such a taint is that same soul. But I will be near. I will show you how to root out the demonic corruption. I am not a demon, and I do not offer any simple solutions. You will have to go your own way, no matter where it leads. Yes, the power that Nahindrian crystals grant you will bring about nothing but your own demise. The branches of the Tree of Sin are vast and verdant, but its only fruit is death. You will not be able to save yourself unless you reject everything that has been foisted upon you. Now you know everything.
No, we're not quite finished with the revelations yet. Few secrets remain to be revealed, but they will be worth the wait. Does this look familiar? Do you remember the similar wound above your own heart? I have given you enough hints. Come on, ask me the question I have been waiting for. That's right. And this means that the world wound actually has 2 keys.
Good question. Just imagine. I have wasted so much time chasing the key to the world wound, and the key was right under my nose this whole time. Arilu, my love, come over here.
Nope.
Wait, I said wait! That little bitch. I knew she would betray me sooner or later, but I never expected such an idiotic stunt. But everything seems to be falling into place quite nicely. You see, you don't have to die after all. Arilu opened the world wound, and Arilu will be the one who closes it, whether she likes it or not. Although, someone will need to catch her first, and this will require certain powers.
Also ich weiß nicht wieso, aber ich habe so den Eindruck, dass ich mich am besten mit Arelu zusammenschließe. Die ist für mich die seriöseste Person von denen.
Arilu Vorlesh will pay for her crimes with her life. Her flight confirms that our suppositions were correct. But now we know that the world wound can be sealed with her blood. You have no reasons to remain indebted to the Abyss and indulge the Queen of the Succubi. Reject her gift, and secure your victory while being the person you were before Arilu Vorlesh corrupted you. Win as a mortal, and become a legend among mortals.
She's talking rubbish. True, we gave you the power, but it was you who chose how to wield it. It belongs to you, and it will remain yours, so you can do whatever you want with it. But first, you must use it to close the world wound. You aren't going to catch this world's most powerful witch, and a half-demon one at that, with your bare hands, are you?
Ask,
Okay.
and you shall have your answers. My ascension was not accomplished in one day,
But jetzt,
and even the test of the Starstone was only one of its stages. I did not merely gain power, I embraced a sacred duty. Your power, on the other hand, stems not from long hours of study, not from trials. It is not the natural talent you were born with and carefully honed throughout your life. It is the result of an evil soul's deranged experiment with the blood of dead abyssal lords. Every one of my angels volunteered for that mission. They all knew what kind of watch they were going to keep. They knew that it would be a hard and exhausting battle, but that the lives of mortals throughout Golarion would depend on it. Alas, angels' minds can be as fragile as the minds of mortals. In less than 100 years, many wavered and wished to break the oath they had sworn. I do not blame them. I blame myself for allowing them to take on a burden that was too heavy for them. He acted on his own noble impulse, and I did not stop him. I also did not try to dispel his misconception about you being my chosen one. I do not lie, but both celestial beings and mortals can be mistaken.
She doesn't lie, sure. She merely withholds some of the truth. For the noblest of reasons, of course.
Natürlich. Wie jeder.
My herald, my loyal companion, was captured, and now demons are using him to attack Dresden. They're holding him in the Ivory Labyrinth, Baphomet's realm of the Abyss. It is a place I cannot go, not even to save my faithful friend. For doing so would start an interplanar war. Right now, as we speak, Baphomet's servants are torturing the hand of the Inheritor. Tormented and anguished, he reaches for you with his thoughts and his soul. I cannot tell if he sees you as a great unfulfilled hope or a last chance. But Baphomet knows well how to exploit such desperate yearning. He has turned my herald into a source of power to open temporary portals. They do not last long, but they lead from the dungeon where the hand of the Inheritor suffers, right to your doorstep. Baphomet does not need to lead his armies through the rifts. Now he can send them right here. As long as my poor herald remains in the hands of that monster, this will not stop. I cannot say if it is still possible to save him, or if putting him out of his misery is the only way. I cannot openly ask you to intervene. But if you decide to do so, you will be helping both yourself and the one who chose the martyr's path when he followed you into the abyss. At first, I did not know who you were, or where your powers originated. This was revealed to me only when my herald offered up his dying prayer from the depths of the abyss. And following his desperate plea, I sought to confirm my suspicions. Until that point, I had observed you without intervening. After all, your crusade was securing victories, the first Golarion had seen in many years. So even if it was not I who had sent you into battle, it felt unfair to undermine you.
In other words, our Imperial guest had no problem with your power, as long as she didn't know where it came from. She didn't even share her suspicions with her own herald. And after all that, someone dares to claim that demons are the most deceitful creatures?
You should not blame someone else if you base your accusations on vague suspicions rather than solid proof. You call my behavior deceitful, You, of all creatures, who kept the commander ignorant of the fate you had chosen for her? Indeed, the insolence of demons knows no bounds.
Och.
I could. But then every other demon lord would decide that he or she was next and stand against me. In response to that, the Imperial Lords would take up arms. Then Hell, Heaven, and Elysium would join the conflict. A war would break out, one which mortals could not hope to survive. As I have already said, I am here to open your eyes to Nocticula's lies and to prevent more calamities in the future. You are at a crossroads now. I will not force you to do anything, but you needed to learn the truth and have the chance to cleanse yourself. The impulses that drive a soul as black as hers are beyond my comprehension. Perhaps she was startled by my arrival and decided not to bother keeping a secret that was bound to be revealed. Or perhaps she is up to some cunning scheme. Be on your guard. The architect of the world wound will surely try to bring you down. For if she truly is a key, then it must mean that she will die sooner or later due to the influence of her own horrible creation. And that means that sacrificing you is her only chance of survival. Aurilu has planted a piece of the abyss itself in your soul. The only thing that can cleanse the soul of such a taint is that same soul. But I will be near. I will show you how to root out the demonic corruption. I am not a demon, and I do not offer any simple solutions. You will have to go your own way. No, it is time to make your...
If you have questions, ask away. Because if I'd told you the truth, you would have refused to do it. But you're not angry with me, are you? After all, everything has worked out perfectly fine. We found another key. So now you can live and enjoy your life. Provided that you catch Aurilu, of course. Of course I do. Firstly, you'll need those powers to catch Aurilu and bring her to Threshold. Surely you don't think she'll willingly fall into your hands, and the demonic hordes will politely make way for you. And secondly, the powers Aurilu gave you protect you from dying before your time. None of us want the wound to kill you prematurely. You are extremely useful to me alive. After all, if you let Aurilu slip through your fingers, we can always go back to the original plan for closing the wound. Apparently, she understood that her secret was about to be revealed anyway, so she decided to leave in style. What human female over 100 years old wouldn't feel flattered at being the center of attention? Although she could have other reasons. She obviously wanted us to understand everything and immediately rush off in pursuit of her. She's probably been preparing for a war of all against all for a long time, and now she wants to wage it on her own terms. Expect treachery and traps wherever you go. No, let's think. She's hidden in the abyss before. She won't dare to return there now. Not only to my realm, but to any other either. Even if Baphomet and Discari both take it upon themselves to guard Aurilu personally, that won't stop me from sneaking in, slitting her throat, and leaving undetected. And she knows that. If I were her, I would hide in a place where the powers of her enemies were uncertain, and her own power was close to unlimited. I say you should look for her here, in the world wound. Tut tut, how rude! I wouldn't say the girl is that hideous. I admit her face is far from perfect. Her body too, to be honest. But all in all, not bad. I've seen worse.
Your theatrics are too transparent to offend me, demon. At least, they can hardly offend me more than the very fact of your existence.
That is nothing but the wild speculation of a little girl who gained celestial power through no merit of her own and now fears that others may do the same, forcing her to share her place in the spotlight. Do I want to become a goddess? Of course I do. Who wouldn't? Can you help me with that? Sadly, no. Of course, Aurilu used to blather on about how her brilliant invention could bake gods like pies. But between you and me, the cleverer the inventor, the larger their ego becomes. So far, she hasn't managed to create anything stronger than you. And no offense, but you're no match for any deity. Very well. It's time for you to make your decision then.
After I rejected my demonic past, I lost some of my previous abilities. It was difficult, but I coped with it. You are stronger than me, so there's no way that you won't get through this. Cast off the power of the abyss and follow your own path.
Don't even try to tell me that you are seriously considering rejecting your power. Power grants you the freedom to do whatever you wish. And you are prepared to simply toss it aside to become a nobody? Your power doesn't lie in magic tricks. You know it doesn't. Your real power is inside you. You can win without tricks. I will help you.
As a cave monster who's going to grow old and die in about 10 years' time, I can tell you this. There's no power in the world that's worth selling yourself out to the abyss for. Being the invincible companion of the magical commander was fun and all, but we don't need it. It doesn't really matter how much magic they've heaped on you. You're the commander because you have the heart and mind of a true commander. Screw your power. Don't betray yourself. That way, we'll win.
I don't see any reason for deliberation. Your power is chaotic and capricious, and it originates from a demonic source. I doubt you can even control it. Heed the words of the goddess. Reject it. And then we will hunt down Aurilu Vorlesh and deliver the punishment she deserves.
Iomade has spoken. What more is there to say? If there's a way to get rid of this demonic filth, do it.
I do not think the source of your power really matters. What matters is how you use it.
Someone pinch me. We are standing in the presence of the most pompous goddess in the world, debating whether we should listen to her or send her packing along with her invaluable opinions. I shall remember this moment for the rest of my life. Even as I stand in Pharasma's court, I shall tell this story to anyone who will listen. As for your question, by all means, tell her to go to the abyss. The power is yours, and yours alone.
In another situation, I would have said this was all nonsense. But when we started working together, you were just an extravagant and artistic person. But now your powers are influencing you more and more. You're losing your sanity. And I'm afraid it won't be long before you turn into a raving lunatic who goes around swearing that the moon is made of cheese.
Your powers are interesting from a theoretical point of view. You are an experiment started by Aurilu Vorlesh, and terminating it before it is complete would be foolish, not to mention impolite.
I am waiting for your answer.
Quite right. Make your choice.
Okay. Was passiert jetzt? Passiert das jetzt schon alleine? Gut. Your soul got stronger. This has been greatly affected following events away, no matter what your reason for choosing one of the paths, be it the power. Your soul got stronger, making your whole existence a miracle. You get. Ich kann theoretisch noch. Ist ein Mighty almost. Wenn ich jetzt den nehme, damit habe ich... Damit würde ich Wings bekommen. Perfect Body. The Gold Dragon gains immunity to poison, disease and sleep here. Dragonphone, Dragonfeed. Ich weiß nicht. Legend. Ne, Legend mache ich nicht. Ich denke tatsächlich, dass ich... Ich denke, dass ich mit Trickster weitergehen sollte. Okay, erstmal kann ich Mythic Feed machen. Dodge Mythic ist schon mal ganz gut. Improve Critical. Ich gehe damit. Zwischen. Fuse Magic Device, brauche ich nicht. Stealth. Law Religion. Domain. Animal Domain. Also einmal mache ich Animal Domain, weil ich dadurch eigentlich ja einen weiteren Gefährten bekommen sollte. Device Domain, you can mit Chaos Domain, you can input target, need time the target words, Charm Domain, yeah. So melee touch attack you can cast, ne? Death Domain. You cast your hand touch, You can touch a creature, granting a secret bonus to a secret bonus to attack rolls. Was nehme ich denn da noch? Ne, den sollte ich nicht, weil ich ja schon Trickery bin, ja, quasi. Sollte ich eigentlich, denke ich, auch nicht machen. komm, ich gehe mit der guten Domain. Animal Companion, so. Black Horse, Black Smilodon, Black Blue Triceratops. Nee, ich habe ja schon Triceratops. Boah. Mhm. Ich möchte eigentlich ein... Ich denke, ich gehe mit Velociraptor. Hm. Oder? Hm. Komm, ich gehe mit Triceratops. Lure. Deep Slumber. Rainbow. Mhm. Christmas, Eagle's Banner, Phantasmal Purification. Good to Bolt of Dark Magic. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Mal sehen, was das jetzt bedeutet. You can't really expect me to cut this Grand Carper. So.
Your pride will destroy you, and perhaps all of Golarion with you. But I shall not intervene now, so as to avoid causing even more suffering to this world. Farewell.
Your pride will destroy you.
It would have been so foolish for you to reject your powers. So many victories, so many achievements lie ahead for you. Well, go now. Capture Arilu, and prove which of you is making the best use of her invention. I'll be watching you.
Mhm. Ich will jetzt sprechen und die Folge beenden. Das war jetzt doch nochmal um einiges komplexer geworden, gerade der Spaß. Yay! Komm, bist du mal fertig? Ich möchte die Folge beenden. Game Autosave, Times Passed. Mhm. Die Stadt scheint soweit wieder aufgebaut zu sein. Ich weiß halt nicht, ob da jetzt noch was Wichtiges passiert, daher überspringe ich das jetzt nicht. Oder zeigt mir nur, dass ich jetzt wieder überall in der Stadt hinkomme. Okay. Das ist jetzt, komm.
Adventures can wait.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay, fertig?
Commander, we wanted to bend your ear about something. There's a highly delicate matter that we can't resolve on our own. We were just arguing about which one of...
Drama on the crusade. Noble companions fighting over the commander.
We're talking...
Why not choose only one? It's a fine opportunity to demonstrate your impeccable taste. On a more serious note, I see no reason why a heart should have room for only one. It is a pity that the others are not as... well...
Okay, ich mach das jetzt einfach... Ach komm, ich möchte... Mhm. Okay, Leute, Hackblatt. Aha. Oh, Mann, ey. Hi. Alter, ey, wie viel da jetzt gerade kommt. Komm, ich möchte doch eigentlich nur die Folge beenden. Okay, das war Mythic Path. Mhm. Uff. Jo, jetzt aber speichern. Und vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.